Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2018 Nissan Pathfinder Platinum. This is a fully loaded 7-seater Nissan Pathfinder, DVD entertainment, navigation, leather, panoramic sunroof, you name it, it's probably got it. It has 134,000 kilometers. This is a one-owner vehicle with no accident history, Carfax verified. You can see that on our website at claringtonkia.ca. So we're going to take you on a tour of the exterior and interior condition, as well as the great features on this Pathfinder, so you know exactly what you're getting from us here at Clarington Kia. And let's jump into what is underneath the hood. We have a Nissan V6 VQ engine. The VQ is very important. This is one of the best engines ever built in the world for the last 20 some odd years running. It is an absolutely powerhouse of an engine. Fantastic fuel mileage, fantastic reliability. This is the best engine that Nissan has ever built, hands down, no questions. If you Google the Nissan VQ V6, you'll see why. The reviews are incredible. Excuse me, as we're taking this tour, I will zoom in and get close to any dings, dents, scratches. 134,000 kilometers, it's gonna have a few, but those are just character lines. They're for free. We don't charge you extra for any dings, dents, or scratches. The Pathfinder Platinum features these really nice 20-inch alloy wheels. We got some Nexen tires on there as well. They're in really nice shape. We have turn signal indicators in the mirrors, and then underneath the mirrors, we have cameras as well, because we have an around view camera system on the Pathfinder, which I will show you when we hop inside. Taking a step back, seeing the side profile here, you can see this is a full-size SUV. You can fit adult passengers in all 3 rows very comfortably. And speaking of comfort, you're going to see what I mean, because there's a little hint about what we talk about in the second row. Quite a nice looking second row with some really cool kind of maybe surprising features. If you've already looked at a Platinum Pathfinder, then not so much. But if this is your first time looking at one, you're going to see what I mean. Coming around to the back of the Pathfinder, you got a full hatchback here, lots of cargo space. On the back bumper, the only thing to be noted is there's a couple little chips, which you would expect on this back bumper here, right? So 2 things we can do. We can touch this up and put some touch-up paint on here to make this look a little bit cleaner. Second thing we can do is we can actually get a bumper protector. It's a black piece of plastic that goes all along here. It will cover that up. This is plastic, it's not gonna rust, so you don't need to worry about that. Either or, whatever you like, we'll include the bumper protector for you with the purchase of this one. Now, the Platinum Pathfinder does come with a tow hitch receiver, because that V6 engine can tow 6,000 pounds on this model. So if you've got a trailer that you want to tow, or some boats or whatever, you can certainly do that with the Pathfinder. I'm fishing in my pocket to grab the keys, because we do have a power trunk on this, and also a remote start. That top button there's your remote starter, so you can get that going in the winter and the summertime to heat it up or cool it off. Now, I've got the third row seats up, so you can see what kind of space we're working with here if you've got all 7 people aboard. There is some good luggage room back here. And then underneath here is another nice little well that you could put some things. That's the Bose subwoofer. It does have the Bose stereo in the Platinum model, so you're gonna get a really good audio system. To fold these seats down, really simple. You fold the headrest, and then you, oh no, that's the one to pull it back up. And then, there you go. And then you can see it's nice and flat, lots of room for extra cargo. While we're back here, cup holders for the third row, vents for the third row, and then the seats are in really great shape. I'll show you the other side when we go inside the second row there. And then headrests pop back up. What I like about this too is you can have these up and fold these down, so you get a little bit better view of the back too. Let's close this back up. Oh, before I forget, I did take out the WeatherTech floor liners for all the rows there. Those are included with this Pathfinder as well, but they just don't fit very well in the back with those seats up. Coming around the passenger side, this looks like it's in great shape as well. I'm looking for dings, dents, and scratches to show you, but I really don't see a whole lot on this Pathfinder, which is great, except for that back, which is really the working part of the vehicle. Obviously, taking things in and out of the trunk over time will have a little bit of wear and tear. Now, coming up front, we have xenon headlights, so nice bright white lights at night. We have the LED accent lighting for the daytime running lights, fog lights down below. The front looks like it's in really good shape. I don't see any big stone chips or anything really to show you. Underneath this Nissan badge here, you have the front camera as well for that top-down view. Someone's gonna really roast me for the way I just said Nissan or Nissan. That's a controversy on the internet, by the way, Nissan or Nissan. You tell me in the comments what you prefer. One little stone chip there and one little stone chip there on the front hood. Other than that, looking very sharp. Now let's get to the best part of this Pathfinder. Probably why you're looking at buying this is because you've got some other people you're moving with you. So here is the very luxurious second row. Now, what do we have here? Leather seating, of course, in a Pathfinder Platinum, you would expect that. We've got a nice big panoramic sunroof that goes all the way even to that back third row seat. That will keep things, A, nice and comfortable inside, lots of light, but B, prevents motion sickness when there's natural light in the vehicle. So that's a really important thing. If your kids are prone to that, that will help out just that much more. We've got tri-zone climate control, so rear passengers have their own independent temperatures back here. This can be locked out from the driver in the front, so that way if your kids love to push buttons, you can stop that. And then we've got multiple USB ports, a regular outlet here in case you want to plug something in. Now you're going, well, what would you plug back in? How would a PlayStation or an Xbox or a Switch? Because this has an HDMI input and a USB input, because we have DVD players back here, or I should say multimedia players back here. So in the headrest, there's a 7-inch screen, wireless remote control, which is in the glove box. And if I was better prepared, I would have brought it out to show you, but a wireless remote. So that way you can plug in whatever you'd like down here and the kids stay entertained on long trips. And then last but not least, we have heated seats in the rear as well. So that way your passengers stay nice and comfortable back here. And then last but not least, how to get to those back seats. It's really simple. There's a handle right here. Lift this up. This all moves in out of the way. Nice big entryway to the back seat. You can see that seat there is in great shape as well. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns in this. Smells absolutely fantastic. Seats are in great shape. Second row's fantastic. Media players in the back. That's why you're probably looking at this vehicle. And let's face it, mom and dad, or dad and dad, or mom and mom up front are still spoiled because we still have nice, comfortable leather seats up front here. It's got a power driver seat with power lumbar, and that's connected to a 2-driver memory system as well. Not only does it do for the seats, but also for your power mirrors and your power tilt and telescopic steering wheel. So that is all connected to the memory system. So when you get in, everything adjusts to your comfort and your memory setting. So that way you don't have to fight the ever-long battle of one person being taller or shorter than the other. And that's very convenient, especially in a vehicle of this class. You would want that, right? Now looking down here by our knee, we've got our traction control, our heated steering wheel because it's a leather wrapped steering wheel, our power tailgate, we've got our blind spot warning system, tow mode, and then that's the button to turn on or off that electrical outlet in the back. But tow mode in case you're towing something, and then your blind spot system here, which is actually inside the vehicle. So Nissan's one of the very few companies that put it inside. This is a little light here that lights up amber when there's someone in the blind spot. I like it there because if this is all frosted up or something like that, it's really hard to see if your blind spot light is on, but inside the car is a smart place to put it. Pardon me. Speaking of, actually I wasn't speaking of it, but Bose stereo, just because I see them. Lots of speakers in this system here. You got the Bose center speaker there, but a fantastic audio system in the Pathfinder, being that it is a Bose stereo, so that's also good to know. We have to replace the windshield. It's got a crack. I don't know if you caught that, but new windshield going in this too. So we've got our Bluetooth and radio controls on the steering wheel here. This button here goes through the center LCD display here, so that we can go through the settings for the vehicle, your trip computer, etc. Automatic headlights, which I'll put back on now. I wanted to show you the headlights. We've got our adaptive cruise control here. So the adaptive cruise just follows the vehicle in front of you, matches the speed. When they move out of the way, it goes back up to your cruising speed, which brings me to the next feature is the forward emergency braking. Pardon me. Oh, wow. Sorry, I just saw an EV9 towing a sauna. Check this out. Sorry, I got distracted, but that's so cool. That's an electric SUV towing a sauna. That's awesome. Yes, got totally distracted. Rear cross traffic alert. When you're backing up, if there's vehicles coming from either side to side, you know, picture backing out of the mall, you can't really see. The rear cross traffic alert will pick that up and show you in the monitor here that there's someone coming and give you kind of that warning, which is fantastic. Forward emergency braking, lane departure warning, lane keeping. It's got all of the advanced safety features what you would expect, especially being that it's a 2018. It's actually quite impressive. Speaking of impressive, something that Nissan has done for a very long time is the around view monitor, and I'll show you that here. So this is the front camera right now. I activated that by pushing the camera button. This is the front camera, so you can see that white car there is actually that white car there. And that's really fantastic if you're trying to park somewhere close, maybe up to a truck with a trailer hitch or something like that. Maybe you're trying to park in the garage nice and tight. That's convenient. And then you've got this around view camera here. So this gives you a top-down view of the Pathfinder, which means you can line it up inside a parking spot very nice and neat. But also if there's something around here, a bike or something like that, you're going to see it and you're not going to hit it. Another cool thing is if you push the camera button again, this is the right-hand camera underneath the side view mirror. And what that does is allows you to parallel park without making any kind of bumps on the curb for that nice 20-inch wheels they have on there. So that's the parallel parking camera. And then when we put it into reverse, we have the reverse camera as well. So everything nice, neat, tidy, easy to basically park this Pathfinder. Sirius satellite radio, Bluetooth audio streaming, all on board as well. We do have navigation because it is the Platinum model. So you get the GPS navigation with XM satellite traffic if you subscribe to that. And then scanning down here, so you do have a lot of tactile buttons as well as the touchscreen system, whichever you prefer to use. And then we've got our CD player. Yes, folks, it does have a CD player for you kids born in the 2000s. You won't know what that is, but your parents and I struggled to put as many songs on a CD as possible. Rest in peace, CDs. Dual zone, well, sorry, tri-zone climate control, but the dual zone for the driver and the passenger up front. A couple of USB ports down here, and then the heated and cooled seats in the front. So driver and passenger up front get cooled seats as well as heated seats, so they get the ventilation through that for the air conditioning. So in the summertime when these seats are warm, you can cool them off quite quickly. And then we have the push button start as well. So I'll just zoom out a little bit so you can see kind of the whole layout here of the Pathfinder. And as I did that, glad I did, because I forgot to talk about one very important feature, which is the four-wheel drive system. This is a true four-wheel drive, not an all-wheel drive. So you can run this in two-wheel drive just like that, or you can put it in an automatic, which will engage the four-wheel drive when needed. When there's any slippage in one of the wheels, it automatically will throw it in four-wheel drive for you. And that's a safe, really kind of what we would consider the all-wheel drive of today. Or you can lock it by twisting that, and it locks in a 4x4, which is different from today's all-wheel drive systems where there's lock, or there's 4x4 lock. 4x4 lock is true locking, like that locks up your 4x4, which is obviously something really nice to have. And then we have hill descent control if you're towing a trailer. Nice feature to use, so that way when you're going down a steeper hill, it will use engine braking, so that way you don't have to ride the brakes entirely. It will be a little bit of assist with the Pathfinder's engine as well. Home link in the mirrors, and then all your cool stuff for the panoramic sunroof up top. But folks, this is a 2018 Pathfinder with 134,000 kilometers, and the exception of the little scratches on the rear bumper, it's in fantastic shape, and it's absolutely loaded with features for you and the family to have amazing trips for years to come. And this is available here at Clarington Kia. Wow, way to butcher the name. At Clarington Kia. Online, claringtonkia.ca, or in store. We're here to serve, because it's your experience your way at Clarington Kia. Can't wait to see you here, where you can pick up this fantastic Pathfinder Platinum from your friends.